Have you ever read Peter Parker's The Spectacular Spider-Man number 310? This comic book was released in November of 2018. And it's a beautiful comic book. And what it is there's a researcher, he's creating sort of a documentary on the Amazing Spider-Man. And I really enjoyed this because I studied qualitative analysis when I was working on my dissertation. So it was very interesting to see the questions that were being asked to these civilians in New York about what they heard, saw, believe, felt, thought, and the experiences they had when interacting with Spider-Man. So we see that in the comic panels here with the different characters. But at the bottom, we see a mother. And so we don't really know what's happening, but in the next panel, we see sort of a police heist. A criminal heist. And we see that this young boy is sort of in a corner. And he basically is like, they forced me to do this, and I don't ever want to do this again. So Peter sort of spares him from being arrested. And the mother is really grateful, as we can see there at the top panel. Then you see some of the other people. Children interacting, women, men. This was really hilarious. He saved this guy's life, and so he offers him free hot dogs for life. And Spider-Man, being the awkward, quirky person he is, sort of just wants to have a conversation. And the guy's very grateful, but he's like, oh, every day. And then we see some of the other types of people responding, and then back to the mother. Well, here in this panel, Spider-Man is helping that young boy with his homework, and the mother is very grateful. Then we see some more of the analysis, the interviews, the people's perception, the police officer, Captain America, whoever this guy is, and then back to the mother. And then we see something that's very, very heartwarming and also heartbreaking. The boy's gone. He's sort of rejoined with those criminals. Spider-Man goes to try to save the day. And sometimes you don't always win. And the mother is very heartbroken, but she's also very grateful. Then we see the young man who's putting this sort of documentary together. And he's actually somebody that Spider-Man had saved when he was a young boy, and actually provided him with clothes, probably from his school, in order to get him a date, to go on a date. But I think the very ending is probably the best. Spider-Man will never stop. He'll never quit.